So these are the classic Jurassic Park action figures that were put out with this Jurassic World line, but these are certainly not Jurassic World. I don't think these were very widespread, so they didn't turn up in everybody's hometown. So I guess you could say these were kind of rare. Each figure comes with a small dinosaur, and they all look to be the same species of dinosaur. They don't look very threatening. I almost feel like this scene here is outmatched. We've got Robert Muldoon with this shotgun against this very small dinosaur here, but they're very cool. And I'm kind of bummed because I don't have Alan Grant, the guy from Jurassic Park, as they call him, because, if I got Ian Malcolm and Ellie, I wish I had Alan Grant too. But the back shows Ellie being attacked by 3 small dinosaurs. I don't think that happened in the movie. The back of this one shows Ian Malcolm also being attacked by 3 small dinosaurs while holding the flare. And Robert Muldoon is attacked by 3 small dinosaurs here while holding his shotgun. So it shows you that you can kind of decorate each figure with the dinosaurs. So let's try to open these. Let's try to figure out a way to open them without making a lot of noise. For those of you who don't want to hear lots of loud noises, I'm going to try my best here. The good thing is they sort of fall right out of their little things. Okay, we've got one down. Okay, let's open another one. Open Laura Dern's figure. There is a lot of articulation, but oh my gosh, her legs, the calves and the thighs are completely different colors. That's kind of dollar store right there, if you ask me. Not so good. They have this big fat serial number right on their butt here. This is a very stocky Laura Dern. This doesn't really look like Laura Dern. This is Muldoon. Muldoon had sort of a generic face, so I guess I can't tell you if it looks like him or not. He has the same problem with the thighs and the shins and the idiotic serial code on his butt. He has a hat which doesn't come off. And finally, the Goldblum. What do we have here? This is probably the figure that made me want to get these, because I wanted a Jeff Goldblum action figure. But once again, yes, he does have, it looks like, removable glasses, so that's a plus. Yeah, they are removable, but they look better when they're in. Otherwise, he has two little holes on his head, so we'll just keep those in. So let's see what kind of articulation these guys have. They have ball joints in the knees that are really badly cut. They have ball hinge, I guess these are called ball hinge joints in the elbows. They have ball hinges in the shoulders. That's a ball joint in the head, not a swivel head, and a swivel torso. And the hips have this ball hinge, so you can make Muldoon do the splits, just like that scene in the movie. And Laura Dern's face is kind of in a very, very vague sort of way. Looks like Laura Dern. But the hair and the costume really looks, that's the thing that lets you know which, if this head was on a different body, you would have no clue who this was supposed to be. There's no articulation in the ankles. I really can't stand how these legs are different colors. That's just terrible. I mean, that's just shoddy. Mattel, come on. You can sort of do the sexy Jeff Goldblum because he's already got his shirt unbuckled or unbuttoned a little bit. So if you wanted to do the classic sexy Jeff Goldblum pose, I think it can be done with this figure. I think and you'll know what I'm talking about if you watch like Honest Trailers. The kind of unintentionally funny scene when Jeff Goldblum is laying there in the movie and he's like all lounging with his shirt unbuttoned. It's just kind of funny. He's got his little necklace here. He's the one who died. He was like kind of a girl before he died. Let's check out his accessory. This is it's that shotgun he got out of the cabinet. Okay, and it's okay. It's one color. You can put it in. He can hold it. See if he has he does have kind of a trigger finger, but not really. He can hold it not very straight. So despite all the articulation, he can't really hold this very well. Oh my gosh. That's about as good as I can get it right there. He's a clever girl. They didn't want to go all out and make a separate vest piece, so they just sort of made it flare out in the bottom. Kind of looks funny. And now let's give Jeff Goldblum his. I do like the paint on the flare. I will give him that. I mean, you can clearly tell this is a flare. One problem is he cannot hold it with his. Are they showing where it was right here? Yeah, they are actually, and he can not hold this flare with this ridiculous right hand that is kind of deformed looking the thumb. So you're gonna have to put the flare. So in this world, Jeff Goldblum's a lefty, and not that there's anything wrong with that, all you lefties out there, but maybe he really is a lefty. I've never actually paid attention, but so here's Jeff Goldblum in his flare, and he's trying to get the T-Rex away from the kids when the T-Rex is attacking the Jeep. So I do, like I said, I think the flare is painted really well. That might be the best part of all of this. Now Ellie has got this was used by the kids, I think, not by Ellie. So I guess they didn't make a Lex and what was the kid's name? The boy. This was the little spotlight that was used by the kids, but I guess it's used by Ellie now. And they said, we're going to paint that silver because we're not going to put a piece of clear plastic in there. We're just going to paint silver, and you can take it or leave it. Well, you know what she really needed was a big long glove and a big pile of dinosaur dung to stick her arm in. If you recall that scene, that's the scene I always think about when I think of Laura Dern in this movie. Is that scene. These two look okay. I mean, I could display them and everyone would know. I mean, if I just had an Alan Grant, it would be perfect. But everyone would be like, "Oh, look, it's Jeff Goldblum and Laura Dern from Jurassic Park." So, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, and this one here, if you would just be like, and that dude. But if you didn't have him with the other Jurassic Park figures, you wouldn't know who this was. You would just think it's like a Action Man or something. Like he'd just be like one of those generic Fisher Price figures that they used to make or something. So. Yeah, I looked everywhere and I couldn't find an Alan Grant, and I just feel like this is missing something. You can, the dinosaurs can hold on to them. See? That's kind of cool. So you can sort of have little death scenes. Look, they can. Now I like that. See how the dinosaurs are biting him? That's kind of cool, actually. I mean, that's a pretty cool effect here. It's gonna be like, well, so they're not bad. They're not good. I mean, I've definitely seen better. They're definitely they weren't. It's Mattel, and Mattel's been disappointing a lot lately. There's not a lot of work put into them, and the thing is people who were targeted by this were the people who remember Jurassic Park when they were kids, and they wanted a good Jurassic Park figure, because if you might remember, if you're old enough, they did make some Jurassic Park figures, and they weren't very good. So back in the day, they were pretty terrible. So obviously people have been wanting some realistic Jurassic Park figures, and this is better than what we had, but still pretty lacking. You feel like it's still kind of a cash grab. That's why I'm glad I bought these after they were way discounted at Bargain Hunt, where these were $4 each. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.